Minister of Sports Fikile Mbalula took his family on a lavish Dubai holiday. The trip, costing nearly 684,000 rands, immediately drew public outrage. How could a public servant afford such luxury? Questions swirled. Who paid for this extravagant getaway? The answers would unravel a story of money, influence, and questionable ethics, igniting a national debate about transparency and accountability. The Dubai trip became a symbol of the disconnect between political elites and ordinary citizens, raising doubts about the integrity of those in power. As journalists dug deeper, they uncovered a troubling web of undeclared benefits and cozy relationships between government and business. What began as a family vacation soon spiraled into a legal and ethical battle that still resonates today. The controversy's weight. You need to know Fikile Mbalula, nicknamed Razzmatazz, a flamboyant, high-profile figure in South African politics. Known for his energetic persona and social media presence, he's held key roles: Deputy Minister of Police, Minister of Sports, Minister of Transport, and now Secretary-General of the ANC. His career has been marked by both passionate support and sharp criticism, making him one of the country's most recognizable politicians. The Dubai scandal erupted during his tenure as Minister of Sports, putting his ethics under the microscope. Mbalula insists the trip was financed by a personal loan, not a gift, and frames the accusations as politically motivated attacks. He's consistently denied wrongdoing, clashing with findings from the public protector and civil society groups. As Secretary-General, unresolved questions about his integrity now cast a shadow over the ANC's leadership. Mbalula's Dubai trip. Investigations revealed the money didn't come from his own pocket, but from Sedgars Sports, a major supplier to South Africa's sports bodies. As Minister of Sports, Mbalula's department oversaw SASCOC, which had direct business ties to Sedgars, creating a glaring conflict of interest. Suspicion deepened when it emerged that $150,000 was paid in cash to the travel agency, an unusual move that obscured the money trail. The rest of the payment was traced back to Sedgars and the Docrat family, who own the company. The Executive Ethics Code forbids ministers from accepting gifts or benefits from entities with official dealings. The evidence suggested Sedgars had sponsored a significant portion of the trip, a benefit Mbalula failed to declare. This financial arrangement set the stage for a formal investigation into ethical misconduct. Sports wasn't just any retailer. It supplied gear to national teams, with lucrative contracts from SASCOC, funded by the government. As minister, Mbalula had oversight of SASCOC, making any benefit from Sedgars a textbook conflict of interest. The Ministerial Handbook and Executive Ethics Code require full disclosure of gifts and financial interests to prevent corruption. By accepting the trip, Mbalula's impartiality was compromised, whether or not Sedgars asked for favors. The mere appearance of a quid pro quo undermined public trust in the integrity of his office. Ethics watchdogs and the public protector couldn't ignore the tangled web between the minister, SASCOC, and Sedgars. The situation highlighted how easily personal interests can clash with public duty. This conflict became the heart of the scandal. Mbalula claimed the Dubai trip was funded by a personal loan from Sedgars director, Yusuf Docrat, not a gift. But critics noted the loan agreement surfaced only after the trip and public scrutiny, raising doubts about its legitimacy. A genuine loan would have clear terms and be declared up front. This one appeared hastily arranged to cover tracks. The public protector found that, loan or not, Mbalula failed to declare the benefit as required by the Ethics Code. Repaying the money after being caught didn't erase the initial ethical breach. Supporters argued repayment settled the matter, but critics saw it as damage control, not integrity. The core issue remained: accepting an undeclared benefit from a conflicted source. The loan defense did little to restore public trust. Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane launched a formal investigation into the Dubai trip. Her report found Mbalula had violated the Executive Ethics Code by accepting a benefit from Sedgars, a company linked to his ministry. The so-called loan was deemed an undeclared benefit that compromised his judgment as a minister. Mbalula failed to disclose the benefit in the Register of Members' Interests, breaching transparency rules. The findings were unequivocal. His conduct was improper and unethical. The report recommended referring the matter to the National Prosecuting Authority for possible criminal investigation. This official confirmation of ethical failure moved the issue from speculation to formal misconduct. The stage was set for the next legal battle. director's report landed on the desk of the National Prosecuting Authority, NPA, which had to decide whether to press criminal charges. Despite clear findings of ethical violations, the NPA declined to prosecute Mbalula in 2023. Their reasoning: since the loan was repaid and no direct quid pro quo was proven, there was no case. Critics, including the former public protector, argued this was a narrow reading of the law. South Africa's anti-corruption laws don't always require proof of a direct exchange. Accepting an undeclared benefit can itself be a crime. The NPA's decision fueled perceptions that the powerful escape accountability if they pay back ill-gotten gains. Civil society and opposition parties saw this as a call to action, not the end of the story. The controversy now centered on whether the law was being applied equally.
Thanks for watching.